green, and you got it. All right, coming up after a very quick break, we have, oh, TRUHAIR is here. So this is when we say, if you have those pesky roots, whether they're gray roots or, as I always say, you want the world to think you're blonde, but you're really brunette, we can help to solve that with your ColornLift Thickening Fibers. We've got those coming up. We're gonna give you all the details on that. The phone lines get crazy, so I'm just warning you now. Stay with us, don't move a muscle.
There are so many things to look forward to in the spring. For many of us, it's entertaining. Let HSN help you become the hostess with the mostest this spring. A simple change in color will perk up any tabletop. Spring is the time to be bright and cheery. Free shipping on select tabletop and wine accessories. Now that the table's set, it's time to enjoy the best menus of the season. Whether you're celebrating Easter, having a picnic, or just sitting down to dinner, good food and good times go hand in hand. And now is the perfect time to shop with up to 30% off spring cooking, food, and entertaining essentials. Search Kitchen at hsn.com and start saving now.
All right, so we are talking beauty head to toe this morning, and let's kind of go to the head, to our hair, to our roots to be exact. And I always say this, if you have gray roots, and I have gray roots, I just got my roots colored the other day, and it took an hour and a half just getting the color. And I gotta say, it was actually kind of expensive as well. Maybe you have been through that situation. You say there's gotta be a way to maybe extend the time between salon appointments. We've got it right here, thanks to TRUHAIR by Chelsea Scott. This is the ColornLift Thickening Fibers. And in this tube, in this jar, this bottle right here with the brush, you choose it based off of your hair color, and this allows you to brush it on, and if you have the gray roots, the gray is gone. Now, we have sold over 205,000 of these, and if you own one or a couple, call us because we want to hear from you. 1-866-376-8255 is the phone number. Let me show you your color choices, and then we're going to show you how easy these are to use. So we've got them for you in blonde, red, auburn, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and even in black. But this is your time to go ahead and pick it up, no matter your hair color, no matter your hair texture. These are gonna work. And we are joined by the beautiful beauty expert, Chelsea Scott, this morning. How are you?
What do we say?
Brush it on, gray's gone. I love that, because that's exactly what you do.
Exactly, right? So there's the problem right there. You've got those roots. You don't have time to go to the salon. The TRUHAIR difference is so unique because if you blink, you're going to miss this. I'm actually going to go into that root area and brush, 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 and right before your eyes, that gray is gone. Now, what makes this so popular and why everyone loves it so much is it is completely undetectable. So no matter how close you get to that scalp, it doesn't look like you painted anything on, you didn't draw anything on. It just becomes one with your hair, right, Tamara?
That's right.
And on Angela, we're using dark brown because I always forget to talk about the colors and I get yelled at. So there you go. This is dark brown. The colors are super forgiving, but look at this before and after. I want you to imagine it's early. You got up this morning. You saw those roots. You have to go to work. What are you going to do? You're just going to brush, brush, brush. You brush away all of those roots, Tamara, and then you're off to work looking like you just stepped out of a salon.
That's right, because you know what? If you wake up sick, you can call in sick, but you can't wake up and call in gray.
Oh, can we call in sick today?
You can't. can't.
I'm
You're
calling
already
in sick
here
right now.
But you can't call in gray. I can't come to work today. I'm gray.
Oh, right?
So this is an easy way for you to get rid of that. And I should say it's also a cost-effective way because going to get your color done over and over is expensive.
It really is. Now, as a salon owner, I own 2 huge, big salons. I gotta tell you, the problem is that if you came into the salon and you had roots that were, you know, a little bit like a 1/4 inch or 2 inches, it doesn't make a difference, Tamara. We're charging you the same amount of money. So lean back just a titch, sweetie. Okay, watch. So what this is gonna do is you're just going into that root area and brush, 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 brush. And so now you're saving that money. If you can extend the visits to the salon over the course of the year,
what gray?
you know,
what roots?
What roots? What gray? Check it out. Now, what's also amazing is this is a brand new formula. So what it is, it's not just coloring your hair, it's also got this incredible fiber technology. And you can actually see right here. So at that root area, it's going to color those grays, but those little fibers attach to each individual strand of your hair, plumping it up, making it look thicker. So this is all about, we call it CLR.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that means. I do. It means color, lift, and revive. So we're coloring your hair, we're lifting it, and we're refreshing it all in this one little application. And look at that before and after.
You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be perfect about it. Just brush it where you don't want to see what you see right there in the before. And the after is just undetectable because even if somebody's standing like 2 inches away from you,
look,
they're not. It doesn't look like anything's painted on or anything fake.
Right? No, because it doesn't matter. Look at that. Look at how close we are to that scalp area. Look at the scalp. You saw us just color it in. No one will know it's there. That's why men love this product because it doesn't look like. Okay, guys, we've seen you. You know, a lot of you spray some stuff on the hair, and just gotta say, it looks painted on. So I'm just because I'm your girlfriend and I just want you to know that we don't want that to be. We want it to look like it's become a part of your hair, and that's the true hair difference.
Now, is this red or auburn? Which one are you using?
I'm actually using medium brown on her hair.
Medium brown.
Yeah, because her root area is brown. And look at how the colors are super forgiving. They really take on the life of your hair color. So it's so easy to choose what color you are.
Very true. So they're not flat colors. So if you have highlights and things like that, you're not going to have just this one spot that looks a little bit, you know, unnatural. I will tell you, blonde is the most limited color of all of the shades that we have.
Blonde is always, And we're gonna actually show you another blonde in just 1 second that's highlighted. But here we wanna talk about a problem that we all have. There is actually 30 million women in this country right now that are suffering from fine thinning hair. And we wanted to do something about it. So if your hair has patchy areas or any kind of like balding spots and you're losing confidence, watch how because of the thickening fibers, I'm barely touching the scalp. I just go in and I brush, brush, brush. And remember, this is not only coloring the hair, watch this, it's also activating all of that fiber technology. I give it that zhuzh, and look at this before and after. You look like you have double the amount of the size of the hair. So you get your confidence back. You don't have to put on a baseball cap thinking, oh, people are gonna think that my hair is thinning. That's what all of these little thickening fibers can do for you, and it's so easy. What this is it's actually a state-of-the-art micronized powder, and it's all contained within this really cool application system. So I don't want you to think that you have to paint anything on. You don't have to push any buttons. Literally, just by turning it over and putting it against the scalp area and brushing, the pressure against your scalp gives you the perfect dosage literally every single time. And there you can see it. You don't have to be a hairdresser. You just have to be a woman or a man, just like Tamara and myself, that has those grays, that colors their hair. Not that I just didn't want to tell everyone in America that Tamara's got grays, but she does.
Oh, I do, lots of them.
Whoopsie, who said that? But anyway, so we are just like you, and you're just brushing, and it's gone.
It's gone. I mean, I'm okay to talk about the gray because you can't see it.
You're okay to talk about it?
Because you can't see it. If
we
you
have a problem, and we're okay to talk about it.
So funny.
Just saying.
Let me just tell you, over 200,000 of these have been sold here at HSN. These are the the kind of beauty solutions that we need, because these can make such a big difference, like Chelsea said, in our confidence, in the way that we present ourselves, in the way that we, maybe, even do our hair that day, trying to cover something up or what have you. It can make a difference in our pocketbooks too, because if you have to run to your colorist, your salon, every, 3+ weeks to go and get a touch-up, then that's a lot of money and that's a lot of time. And what happens when you're on vacation? What happens if your stylist is on vacation? Then what are you gonna do? Not leave the house? You have the power in the palm of your hands, and this is gonna be something that can go on any hair texture. So it's not some strange, like, unnatural color or finish. It's not overly shiny or anything.
Exactly. So we formulated the TRUHAIR formula to be completely exclusive, and again, it's mimicking the look of real hair. Now, 7 years ago, I was in my car. I tell the story all the time. I thought I looked cute until I looked into the rearview mirror. And when I looked into the rearview mirror, I saw this area right here, that danger zone. That's the area right here around that hairline that you start to see graze first. So imagine what we did with this applicator, and I'm just putting it in the shot for 1 second so you guys can see at home. You can dial it down like that and get a big area, but now you can dial it up. You're in your car, you're not driving at the same time, and you go right around this little pesky hairline, and you actually look like you just stepped out of a salon, because you could put your hair in a ponytail, you could pull your hair back, and you don't have to worry that anyone is gonna see any of those grays. I'm using dark brown on Angela, and I do wanna say that if you've gone to the beauty supply stores, we all have, we're beauty girls, and you've tried, Tamara, like waxes, right? And the lipstick tubes and the wands. What happens is those products are wet in consistency. So think about that for a second. When you put a wet product on your scalp, it looks wet, right? And it also kind of messes with the structure of your hair. The TRUHAIR difference is that, again, I'm trying to find a good spot for you to see. The TRUHAIR difference is, check this out, this literally becomes one with your scalp, with your hair, because it's formulated to react and mimic real hair. And that's why over, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands, because of that right there. Look at that.
Look at that. So for some of us, and look at that, whether it's maybe it's the roots you're trying to cover, or maybe it's the thinning areas that you're trying to cover, or maybe it's all of that. You've got one product that can do it all, and we have fun with it too, because when it's okay to have a problem when you have a solution. If there was no solution, then we don't even want to talk about the problem. But you've got a solution, and here it is. We say brush it on, gray is gone,
brush it on, gray is gone.
It is. And so we do have all colors. I'd love to show you our color chart again, so that you can go ahead and choose yours, because we've got them for you in blonde, red, auburn, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and black. And just get the color that's closest to your root color. They are forgiving, so you don't have to worry about it being an exact match, because you know it's going to work for you.
Right, so let's talk about something that is completely incredible. I'm not a magician. What this is blonde hair, and on blonde hair, when you have black roots, you know that you sat in the salon putting those foils in your hair for $200, $300 just to walk outside, and then all of a sudden, bam, your hair is growing and you have black roots.
Right.
So we're not taking blonde hair, black roots and turning them blonde, but look what we do. You give it that little zhuzh, you activate those fibers, and wait till you see this before and after. Because even on blonde hair, it's incredible technology. And notice how I do this. I kind of just pat down like that, because I'm really gonna saturate the area with the product. I give it that zhuzh to activate the fibers, which is also giving you volume. And look at how now, if maybe you woke up and you have a job interview, and you don't wanna look like you haven't taken care of yourself. You wanna look like you had those $300 highlights to your hair. Now you can, because look at the before and after. It gives you that perfectly monochromatic, beautiful look back to the hair instantly.
I love that. I love that we can show you that before and afters, because I think sometimes we can be a little bit skeptical. Is it gonna work on my hair? It works on them, but is it gonna work on me? The answer is yes, but really the answer is there's only one way for you to really find out, and that's for you to use it yourself. Now remember, there's some things I've been skeptical about, but when I first learned of this, when Chelsea first brought this to my attention, I jumped on it, and that's what I use. because the minute you get your hair colored, literally in about a couple days, you start to see where it's starting to grow up, because your hair never stops growing.
Your hair never stops growing, ladies. Look what I just did live. Look, hello,
I mean,
gorgeous.
That was, if you blink, you missed it. That was so fast.
If you blinked, you just missed it. And to Tamara's point, your hair never stops growing. This is a beauty essential that everybody needs in their purse. Why? Because you know, like Tamara said, the minute you walk out of a hair salon, those roots start to pop up.
Yep.
You can actually leave the shot right there, because look, there it is again, right? So watch, it's so fast. I can work faster than the camera guy, because watch, look, bam, it's done. Because the TRUHAIR formula is so unique that instantly you're able to brush it on.
Yeah.
If you can brush your hair